And hello everybody, and we're back again, and today we're driving the Class 101 from Carnforth to York, calling at Bare Lane, Lancaster and Preston. So actually we're just going from Morecambe to Preston, and it is the 2E05. So without further ado, let's get started. So, hello, here we are. Now then, we need to set up this cab here, first of all. We need to, they're in red, are they? Destination light on. We need that on. And I think they should already be in red, the marker lights on the back. And we need to set this to York. It won't go backwards, damn it. We're going to have to go right through the entire alphabet. Now that's a damn shame. Hopefully it won't take too long. This is the only thing with the Class 101. Things get slowed down with having to mess about with this here. Right, oh, we just gone past it. There we go, York. Right, so I think everything that we needed to do in this cab is done. And let's get this door closed. Is that window closed? Is there window glass there? Looks like it is. Yeah, the markers are on, and we got York on the front, so we need to get down to the front now. Get in here. I should have been loading the passengers, shouldn't I? Let's get this door closed anyway. Cab door closed, window closed. Get in the seat, get the passengers loaded. Let's get this cab set up. We need the changeover lever, and down here is the AWAS. I always say AWAS. I always say AWAS. AWS. I don't know why I do that. We need to get the control key on. Don't think we need to do anything there. And what do we need to do over here? We need to get these marker lights on white. We need to get the destination light on. We'll put our desk panel on if I can find the switch. Oh, that's the wrong switch. Panel light on. And we need to set this to York as well. So right through the entire alphabet. We can lock the doors, by the way. And now we're already 42 seconds over running. Anyway, it is what it is. We're on York. Let's just have a quick look outside. Just make sure we got that right. It's a bit... it'll do. Maybe I should just... it's going to annoy me. Just... oh, it's gone back to blank. Let's see if that is better now. Yeah, that's perfect. Right, okay. So, right, okay. We need to get going then, don't we? So we need to get our reverser into forward. Okay. And we need to get our gears here into first. And we're ready to go. So let's get some throttle on. And let's get the brake off. And we can get going. And let's get that brake back into the lap position. And now I need to concentrate carefully here, because what we don't want to do is run over the speed limit, which is only 15 miles an hour here. In fact, there's what's quite difficult, what's quite challenging with this 101 on this route is because I haven't driven it that much. In fact, this is probably only about the third time I've driven the Class 101 on this route. I've played it before on the Transpennine route, which is where I kind of learned where to drive it really. And so I've made a video on that actually, so if you want to have a look in my playlist for Train Sim World, you'll be able to find some tips and guide and a bit of a guide on how to drive well, how I drive it anyway, how to drive the Class 101. Yeah, so this is only the third time I've driven this really, and from Morecambe to where do we stop first? Well, we stop at Bare Lane first, and then it's Lancaster. So between here and Lancaster, there's quite a lot of speed changes. See, it's gone up to 30 now, so we can take this right up. And now we need to change gear. And yeah, but it's not long. It's about a mile away where we've got to stop at Bare Lane. Is that right? Am I seeing that properly? I really do need to go and get my eyes tested. So now, as you'll see at the top there, we've got a like a handbrake symbol in red, and that shouldn't be on. There's another YouTuber who's much more well known than I am by far, Train Simulator Driver. I'm sure you've heard of him. Oh, I should be changing gear. Yeah, Train Simulator Driver. I noticed that he was playing this route, and he had the that symbol, that red symbol with the handbrake at the top there, and it shouldn't appear. And he was saying that it's supposed to show when you can't get power. And that obviously isn't the case here. We are having power, otherwise we wouldn't be moving. So there must be a little bit of a glitch in the game, or maybe there is an explanation. If there is, I know some of you are much more experienced than I am. Well, not just some of you, quite a lot of you. Maybe you might know why that is showing. But when I've been driving this 101 on the Transpennine route, that doesn't show. Right, we need to get this down to 15 because we're coming into the station here now. So we're already running quite a bit over time, and a lot of that is to do with the faffing around with oh, at least the gates are closed. Oh dear, need to stop. And that's just about right. Okay, let's get those doors open, see if we can pick up a bit of time. Has that gone into the lap position? Ooh, I've put more brake on. We need to get our throttle into first, don't we? Lock the doors. Oh, and we're off right away. Did I use the buzzer before? I don't remember hearing the buzzer. Right, okay, let's get the lap off and let's get moving. Yeah, don't get confused by that 60 miles an hour speed limit, because we instantly go into a 15 mile an hour zone, So, as you can see at the top of the screen there, it says 60, but really we're going to be only doing 10 in a moment. Well, 15 actually, so we can push it a little bit more up. Yeah, we just went through that level crossing, didn't we? And when I was playing this the other day, the level crossing didn't come down, and I waited for ages. I tried phoning the signalman, and it wasn't having any of it. So in the end, I don't think the cars were going to really argue with trains, so I just drove it through and hoped for the best, and it did go through, because I've noticed that the cars do normally stop whenever there is some kind of obstruction in the way. Right, we've just gone up to 25, so we can take this throttle right up. Now we can change gear. So if you just bear with me for a minute, we're going to have to drop down to 10 again in a moment. That wasn't me making a grunting noise then. Oh, we've just gone slightly over over there. We need to be getting this down to 10 anyway. So I'll just leave the brake on as it is. Actually, I'll take it off. We're nearly down to 10. We'll just give it a little bit of power. Oh my god, I've given it too much brake there. Yeah, on this Class 101, this version of the Class 101, the brake is a little bit more sensitive than it is in the Transpennine route. Honestly, I'm not making that up. Right, let's just get a bit of braking. We're nearly in the 10-mile-an-hour zone. As you can see, we should have been at Lancaster now. But I do find it quite difficult sometimes with the passenger trains. I think we need to drop down a gear. Oh, we're going over speed. Yeah, well, listen to those sheep. Can you hear them? Don't know if you heard the sheep just then. I just thought that was a nice little touch. Well, we can go up to 25 now. Right, let's get the speed up. Oh, and we need to change gear. Oh, there's just so much to do in this Class 01. So we've got a maximum speed limit of 70 for the next mile and a half. Need to change gear again. I'm not really going to explain how to drive it. Well, I might do a little bit later. But I'm sure you've seen plenty of videos, and as I say, I've already got a video kind of talking about that anyway. So, and there's just so much going. Alright, we've got a yellow here, so we need to slow down a little bit. Let's get it down to 30, shall we? With us being in a yellow aspect area. Yeah, So as you just saw, there's a lot going on between Morecambe and that isn't the red light, is it? No. There's a lot going on between Morecambe and Lancaster. So to try and talk and do a commentary at the same time, because this isn't the easiest of trains to drive. I would say it's more complicated than the Class 87. The only complicated thing really with the Class 87 is memorising where the neutral zones are. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward and simple to drive. Right, we've got a red light down here. Coming up, I think. See, we're now 3 minutes over. Right, I can see the red light now. So we just need to drop some of this speed off because we might need to stop at it. Oh, it's gone green. Green, yellow rather. Right, let's see our controls, see what we're doing. We could do a drop in a gear. Oh my god, everything's going off. Oh, jeepers. Right. So our next speed limit is, well, might as well say it's 15 miles an hour in about 500 odd yards. Well, it'd be easy to drop down to that speed so we can just stay at what we're at the moment, can't we? Maybe go a little bit faster. Yeah, that level crossing. God, I've only just got back to that level crossing. That level crossing was playing up with me the other day. It just wouldn't close, you know, to let me through. But as I say, no one's really going to argue with a train. Well, to be honest, in this mad world today, anybody will argue with anything, really, won't they? Right, we just need to... oh no, I've put too much brake in there. Dropping down to 15 in a second. I can't really show you the... I'll try and put my camera as far back as I possibly can so you can see what I'm doing with the brake. Right, we got it down to 14, but we're going downhill, so I need to bear that in mind. So this 15 mile an hour speed limit is due to this change over here. And now we're going uphill. What gear are we in? Just need a little bit of speed. In fact, we need to drop our gears down a bit. That was a bit too sharp for my liking. And we're nearly at our stop point. That'll do. Oh my god, too much brake, but never mind, because I couldn't see it. Right, so objective complete. We've managed to get here relatively safely. Let's just have a look outside, shall we? People are actually getting on my train. Oh, I'm rolling. Ooh, let's get those doors back open. Oh dear. Well, it's warts and all today, folks. But I can put my brake back in the lap position. Yeah, let's have another look outside. People are actually sat on my train, but I think they're probably all quite nervous now. So let's get the doors closed before they change their mind. Get the buzzer going. And we're in the right gear, so let's get our throttle on. I think we need to drop to 10 here, so we need to be cautious of our speed again. So if you bear with me for a moment while we just get out of this situation. God, it's all very squealy here, isn't it? Drop down to 5. I think we're going uphill, you see, so just trying to find this sort of sweet spot. That's about right. If we can keep it on that 9 miles an hour while we go through this 10 mile an hour zone, and it's gone back up to 10. Just while we get over these, then we're back up to 75, just get through these points. I think we're only a two car. Yeah. Doesn't she look nice? Oh, she's beautiful. Now, what I haven't managed to be able to tell you yet is I'm driving this in March, so it's, what time is it? 6:30 in the morning in March. Just changed gear, folks. And it's lovely. It's that lovely little orange glow there. Yeah, can you see it? That nice orange morning low light glow. Changing gear. Okay, so things are pretty straightforward now. We've just got another stop in Preston. All the hard work, all the difficult work has been completed in terms of all that gear changing and speed limit. So yeah, this is Carnforth to York, calling at Bare Lane, Lancaster, which both of those we've just done, and now we've got Preston. We need to change gear again, folks. And it is 2E05 if you wanted to know the details of this journey. Yeah, I think it's a very good, it's a nice little route to do in pushing you to the limits with the Class 101, because as I said a few moments ago, you know, oh, I haven't put my lap back into position. There's a lot going on, you know. You've got the lap here, which isn't the easiest of brakes to use. You've got the gear selector there, and we're in 4th now. And then you've got the throttle over here. So, you know, both of those are operated independently. This one is operated, because I'm using controller on the Xbox, so it's using the D-pad. This is with your left trigger. No, it isn't, sorry, your right trigger, the throttle. And the brake is obviously with your left trigger. So, yeah, quite a few things to manipulate, and keeping an eye on those speed limits. But, you know, I'm sure with just doing I mean, most of the runs on here, just about to hit the speed limit, so we need to drop our throttle down a little bit. I think the best thing to do on this route, which is probably what I should have done first and not tackled this, is to do from the journeys from Lancaster to Morecambe and back, and just keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it, so that you can put it in your muscle memory for the speed limits. And by doing so, once you get to doing this route, or just dive straight in and do this route if you want, you should be able to do it perfectly. Yeah, so, but look at this lovely morning. Well, we're in the shadows here now. This lovely morning sunshine. Oh, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? You can get up a bit of speed, I think. Yeah, the class 101. To be honest, it doesn't matter what the... Oh, this is lovely. It doesn't matter what diesel I'm driving, to be honest with you. Let me just get back in the cab for a moment, because we're doing 70. Just drop a bit of that, take a bit of that throttle off. I prefer to be in the cab when I'm changing controls, particularly in the class 101. I like to visually see what I'm doing. Otherwise it becomes a bit of a muck-up. Yeah, it's I like driving any of the diesels. As you will know if you've been watching my videos, my favourite class is the class 37, and my last two previous videos, which was in two parts, was driving the class 37. I think it was from Preston all the way up to Carlisle, and it's in two parts, hauling cement, and there's a couple of loop stops on both parts on that journey, and I really enjoyed it because it gave me an opportunity to really enjoy this route in its fullest, because when you're racing through at 110 miles an hour in the class 87, which is lovely of course, you just don't get to enjoy the scenery. You know, you're just flying through, and also you're focusing on the neutral zones as well. I've got a pacer just passing. I haven't got to drive the pacer yet, I don't think, on this route. I'm gradually what's going to happen is you're going to see me should I be changing gear? Well, I think I'm in the highest gear. Let me just double check. Yeah, we're in the highest gear. What you're going to see me doing is driving all the available locos you can drive on this route, from the base locos, and the base locos being the class 87, so we can tick that one off. And then there's the class 101, which we're doing now, so we're able to tick this one off if we make it to Preston safely. And we got the class 47, which is another base loco on this route. I have driven that a couple of times actually, but not on video yet. Yeah, I drove it last night actually, when I was playing privately, and I mean, you know, if you're really quite new to Train Sim World, I mean, I only started in August, as I've mentioned before, August 2024. yeah, if you're new and you've come straight into this game, I would start off driving with the Class 47 if you haven't got all the other add-ons. Assuming you haven't, then jump straight into Class 47, learn to drive that first, otherwise there could be the potential of frightening yourself away from Train SimWorld altogether if you jump straight in the Class 101 or Class 87. But if you're a smart ass, then and can pick things up quite quickly, well, you go for it. I'm impressed. Yeah, but it takes me a while to kind of learn things, really. I mean, that's why I made a guide. I've made a guide for the Class 87 on helping people locate the neutral zones. There's 6 altogether. 6 neutral zones, that is, not 6 videos. So I've made 2 videos, one in the direction from Carlisle to Preston and one from Preston to Carlisle. So if you're having difficulties remembering where they are, those videos might help you memorize where the neutral zones are. Now, if you watch my previous Class 37 videos, you'll know that I'm sick and tired of mentioning neutral zones, but you will now discover at this point in the game I am certainly become brainwashed by them. They've had a major effect on my brain, as you can tell. Oh dear. So what's next? What do I drive next? Well, what else have we got on here as a core loco is the Class 08. So maybe we'll do that next. We'll do a little bit of shunting and we can tick that off. And then we've done, that will complete all the core, all the base locos, which is quite a few, which come with this route as standard. Yeah, so and then if you've got any of the add-ons, if you've got the Trans-Pennine route and the Tees Valley route, they will introduce other locos into the timetable. So there's the Class 40, Class 45, Class 37. I think that's. Oh, and there's the Class 20, and there's the Class 31. The Class 31 and the Class 20 were part of add-ons for. I have a feeling it was for the Tees Valley, which is more of a kind of freight route, whereas the Trans-Pennine is a mixture of both. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure. I think the Class 40 might have been an add-on. I'm not sure with the Trans-Pennine route. But if you Google it, or I'll look it up for the next video maybe. But basically what I was telling you there is that you've got all those other locos which appear in the timetable if you've got those other routes and add-ons. And me being the BR Blue fan, I mean, what Train SimWorld is to me is the BR Blue era. So the Tees Valley, the Trans-Pennine route, the Blackpool Branches route, which has the Pacer, by the way, which is included. It's not included with this route, the Pacer, but if you've got the Blackpool Branches route, The pacer will then spawn into this route, and it's on the timetable as well. I already had the Blackpool route, but when I heard about this route coming out, this Preston to Carlisle, I just couldn't help myself. There wasn't even a sale on. I had to just go out there and buy all of those other routes because I just needed to see them. I was getting a little bit worried though up until yesterday, because on every occasion I've played on this route, I've not seen the class 20 yet pop up anywhere. And it did pass me yesterday as AI traffic. I'm not sure if I've seen the class 31 as AI traffic yet. We're going quite slow at the moment because we're going uphill. And we've got 6 miles. We might just make it on time. We've got 6-ish minutes, haven't we? It might be pushing it in 6 miles, particularly with us going uphill at the moment, but hey ho. Oh, we haven't done any outside shots properly. I wanted to do more outside shots. Now, if you have a look, once we get through all this shrubbery, over there in the background, you can just see where my white centre dot is. There's the moon. The moon. Isn't it nice when you see the moon in the morning? Is that a March thing? I mean, is it only certain times a year it does that? But that is the moon. It's not a bit of cloud. I know it could possibly look like a bit of cloud, but it is the moon because I've already played this route and it was a little bit clearer and I wanted to show it you. So I should have shown it you a bit earlier on, because obviously it started to get a bit lighter now and the moon is not as obvious now. I keep crashing into these buildings, don't I? It's just going behind that cloud anyway. Listen to all those birds. I don't know if you can hear them. Oh, I can hear a tractor or something. They must be in it. Or was it that car going over the bridge? It sounded like a tractor though, didn't it, in the that farm we were passing. But if I shut up, you can hear the birds. Now the birds have stopped singing. Oh, I can hear a motor here. Oh, there's a sewage farm. Isn't that lovely? Great. I'm picking some lovely lovely scenery, aren't I? Let's have a close-up shot anyway. Let's see if our passengers have stayed with us. Right, mate? No, he doesn't want to know me. So, yeah, my passengers must be starting to trust my driving a little bit more now. Oh, we got triplets here. Obviously, there's been a bit of a fallout with this triplet. It's a nice haircut. I'm not taking the mickey, actually. I do like curly hair. Yeah, so we need to start concentrating now, really, because we're coming into 3 miles. We've got 3 miles. Why are we going so slow? Is it because we're going downhill as well? Why are we going so slow? What gear are we in? Oh, we're in the top gear. and we didn't have any brake on. Because if we did, we would have started picking some speed up now. Well, we are starting to pick up a bit of speed. Right, yeah, we're not going to get into Preston, are we, on time? I don't think so, anyway. We're going to be about a minute over, I reckon, maybe 2. It's got a bit brighter now, hasn't it? Just checking our passengers haven't jumped. Oh, and it's starting to rain. Have you noticed it always starts doing that when you're coming into a station, as if you haven't got enough to focus on? So, are they running now? Okay. You know, it was sunny 1 second ago. God, that was a sudden weather change, wasn't it? If I did have the brake on. Right, we need to drop. Reset the brake. And we'll be dropping down to 25 soon. So we need to start taking some of this we really need to be getting some brake on. I don't think we're going to be able to get this down in time. Panic stations here, panic stations. Oh my god. Why aren't we still braking? I don't think we're going to get that down to 25 in time, are we? Oh, we might just do it. Yeah, we've just done it. Whee. Is that back in the lap? Right, we've got to be a little bit careful coming into oh god, AWS. Got to be a little bit careful here because the speed can creep up a little bit, because I'm sure that it goes. There's a slight dip into the station. So we're 1.5 minutes over time. Oh, it's really weighing it down now, isn't it? I can't even see the station platform. How many yards have we got? 300, so we're okay at the moment. We've got a Class 87 waiting in the wings there. So we got that down to 15, and we've stopped a little bit too early-ish there, about 20 yards out. Let's just get these those wipers off because they're annoying me. Park. Oh yeah, that was right, park them. They're parked now. Right, so we need to get the passengers off. Okay, not my best Class 101 journey. But, you know, can't always be perfect. Not that I've ever been perfect on here yet. But It was fun, wasn't it? So we just need to wait now for these passengers to get off, or they're staying on, are they? But I bet they're glad that I'll be getting off here. So there we have it, folks. All done and dusted. We didn't speed. Oh yes, we did speed a little bit. But we were due at Bare Lane at 6:13, and we were 3 minutes late there. 6 minutes late for Lancaster, and but only 1 minute. Well, 9:50. Yeah, 2 minutes late at Preston, so we picked up a bit of time there, considering me squeezing in a load of commentary. Anyway, I hoped you liked the video and enjoyed it, despite it not being the most perfect on this occasion, so that means we'll have to drive it again sometime and try and make a better performance. But thank you very much for coming along, and please like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.